Hey people, and welcome back to the Expatrio YouTube channel. We're back with another video about working. Being an international student in Germany is simultaneously exciting and challenging, and coming to Germany you open up a range of new opportunities for yourself, but still German prices for many goods and services might be considerably higher than in your home country. And we know that, and therefore we have decided that it would be good to do a video where we share some tips about working and some legal constraints. A lot of people want to combine work with their studies, and it's very important to know what to do and what not to do. For starters, don't worry about working while studying. Germany's economy is well equipped to find part-time jobs, especially for students who need some extra income. When you start your job, you'll encounter plenty of possible positions, but it's important to find the right post to match your skills and needs. Here are the rules for working students. As usual in Germany, there are set rules about how students can work. They are important to know, as making a mistake can increase your insurance and tax bills considerably. We don't want that. International students have their own employment regulations, which govern how long they can work before their taxes rise. That's important. For EU nationals, the limit is 20 hours per week. If they want to work more, they would need to pay higher taxes and social contributions. And those coming from outside the European Union are limited to either 120 full days or 240 half days every year, whether that's in term or during the vacations. If students from outside the EU want to work more than permitted, they need a permission from the Federal Employment Agency and the local foreigners authority, which also applies for language students and students in preparatory courses, and generally those who are not allowed to work without a permission. For the ones who are allowed to work, it's important to know the difference between full and half days. So here are a couple of key pieces of information to file away. How many hours constitute a full-time job? Well, in Germany, a full day is defined as 8 hours, with full working weeks usually comprised of 37 to 40 hours, which means that EU regional students can do 2.5 hours per week to reach the 20 hours that they are permitted. And for students from outside the EU, a full day would be 8 hours work as well, as mentioned, limited to 120 days per year. So how many hours constitute a part-time job? Under German law, anything with less hours than a full week is defined as part-time. So if you work less than 37 hours per week, that's classified as part-time. Many students prefer to work full-time between semesters, leaving term time free for studying, which makes sense. In the summer, tourism-related vacation jobs multiply, allowing you to mix, seeing the sights and earning some supplemental income, which is amazing. Others like to find a part-time job to maintain throughout their whole course. That's why you can have a regular income, and it's easier to calculate your total hours to avoid passing official thresholds, which would also be annoying. Let's talk about finding a student job. If you are an Expatrio customer, the place to start your job search is your Expatrio user portal. There you can find different vacancies, from student jobs and internships to graduate jobs. Apart from that, you can check out your regional Bundesagentur für Arbeit, which means employment agency, which will have a section dedicated to student positions. Alternatively, you can try to get a place at your university. In such a case, you can directly inquire with the HR office or your faculty secretary. But there should also be an online list of open positions. What is a good salary for a student job in Germany? That's the question. when looking for your first student job in Germany, please be aware that there are minimum wages in the country and regulations about this. The minimum wage in 2021 will be €9.50 per hour, depending on which federal state you're in. In the higher skilled student positions, the pay ranges from the minimum wage to €20 per hour. Let's talk about payment, taxes, and health insurance. When you start working as a student in Germany, you need to be aware of how it could affect your health insurance and tax status. There is a monthly income limit of €450. Above that point, you will need to pay standard German taxes, while income below €450 is tax-free. Your employer will take care of the taxes that they are directly paid from them to the gross salary. Working too many hours can lead to students losing the health insurance substitutes. For instance, if you're insured with a public health insurance and you are lawfully working more than 20 hours, you might be subject to higher social contribution and taxes. This, however, depends on the specific case. Better be safe than sorry, and clarify your situation with your employer and health insurer, like Expatrio's partner Techniker Krankenkasse, or in short, TK. If you wish to work over 20 hours a week, you will need to know that there are some exceptions to the rule about student working restrictions. For example, if you have an academic job as a student assistant within your university or college, there are certain exemptions that are very favorable for international students, so that would be good. If you take an internship while being registered with public health insurance, you don't need to worry about losing your student status. It will last until your student registration lapses, by which point you should be a fully fledged employee. So that's great. That were the things I wanted to highlight for today. Let me know if you have any further questions, comment under here, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.